Alright, so let's take a look at the intro, verse, and the outro. We're gonna play the same patterns over these three sections, and we're gonna do first. We're gonna do E minor. This is the chord we're gonna use, and then we're gonna use G5. All right. So with E minor, it's open E string, second fret of the A, and second fret of the D, and then all the other strings sound open. And we're gonna be doing the following. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna start with the E minor, and we're gonna strike twice from down up, 2 downstrokes. And when we need to change chord, we're gonna do an upstroke, and we can strike the first 3 strings of the chord. That's what we need to do. Then we're gonna go to G, alright? And when we go to G, we strike first the first 3 strings of the chord. Okay, and we strike it doing a downstroke. And then what we need to do, we do a upstroke, and we strike all the strings, a downstroke, we strike all the strings, and then we need to go back to E chord. And when we do that, we do a downstroke and we strike the open 3 strings, just like we did before. Let's go again in slow tempo. Alright, so we need to repeat that a lot of times during the intro and the verse, and then the chorus comes in. Alright, so with the chorus we're going to be doing the following. We're going to do that. So we're going to use a C sharp. Alright, it's a C, one step now, it's C sharp. It's going to be 4 of the A, 6 and 6 of the D and the G. And what we're going to do, 2 downstrokes. And then when we go back, we lose the strings, and we're going to strike the open strings to change chords. Just like we did with E. And when we change chords, we go to this position. It's going to be 4 of the E string, 6 of the A, 6 of the D is going to be a G sharp. And we repeat the same motion, 2 downstrokes and then the open strings. So it's going to be... Alright? And then we're going to go to a new chord. It's going to be F sharp, and we're going to do something different. We're going to do that. We're going to go to second fret of the E, 4 of the A, and 4 of the D. And we're going to do 2 downstrokes. And then when we go back, we do upstroke and upstroke. Alright? And we're going to finish with a downstroke. Let's go again. One more time. And then we just repeat the same section. We need to do 2 rounds of the same thing. Let me show you. Alright, after we do that, we need to change chords, and we're going to do... We need to do that. We're going to go to E chord, E minor chord. Just like we know this chord, we already seen this chord, and we do 2 downstrokes, all right, 2 downstrokes. Then we're gonna go and do an upstroke, and we're gonna strike the open strings just like we did before. And as soon as we do that, we go to this chord, which is gonna be an E chord, all right. It's the same chord in this one, different place, different version. So it's gonna be 7 of the E, 7 of the A, 9 of the G, and 9 of the D. Alright? And when we go to this chord, we do that. We do down, down, up, and down. Let's go again. One more time. Then we're going to change chords again, and we're going to go to an A chord. It's going to be 5 of the A, 7 of the A. 5 of the E, 7 of the A, and 7 of the D. We're going to strike just one time, and then we're gonna change chords again, and we're gonna go to a C chord. It's gonna be 3 of the A, 5 of the D, and 5 of the G. And we're gonna do that, the same thing we did with E minor. We're gonna do down, up, and down. Let's go again. One more time. All right, so after we do that, we just go back to the main intro, the main riff of the song. We're gonna follow up with the next verse, and the only section left to see is the solo. All right, so with the solo, we're gonna do the following. We're gonna do that. We're gonna strike the open E string. Then we're going to go to the A string, and we're going to strike 5th of the A. And as soon as we do that, we're going to do a hammer on to the 7th position of the same string. Then we're going to repeat the same motion. We're going to go to the D string, and we're going to do 5, hammer on to 7th. And as soon as we do that, we strike 7 again, and then we strike 7 one more time. And when we do it, we do a slide to the 9th position of the D string. As soon as we do that, we do the slide, then we strike 9 again, and we strike 9 one more time, and this time we slide to the 12th of the D string. Alright, we do that. As soon as we slide to the 12th position, we're going to use the 12th of the G string now, and we strike 12th of the G, 12th of the D, and back to 12th of the G, and we slide. All right, let's go again. And that's pretty much the main idea of the solo. Then there's a tiny variations, but this one is the main one. You're gonna need to repeat it like 4 times. All right, and that's pretty much it. If you know how to play the intro, the verse, and the outro, which is the first we seen on the video, then the chorus and the solo, you know how to play the whole song.